soze ngabeka isandla.
Hake sandla. mqhele ayila o tla hlomo.
Mqhele yamthanda uHlomo.
Imfaraita gore a motle.
Cha ngisho nje.
Mqhele ke phologolo. Mqhele o letsogo.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ASR, African Stories Realized. This is our weekly review of The Wife Season 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Episode 28 picks up at Gawa's place where he is searching for the diamonds he left in a fish tank until he reaches the realization that the chief must have taken them. Meanwhile at the taxi rank, mqhele is on a warpath as he struggles to deal with seeing Hlomu and Detective Baloyi together last week. Back at the Zulu home, mqhele questions Hlomu about why he couldn't reach her last week, but she resists telling him that she was dining with Detective Baloyi. Mqhele confides in Gawe about seeing Hlomu with Detective Baloyi, as he grows more paranoid about Hlomu selling them out. Gawe then informs Mqhele that he lost the diamonds he was keeping in the fish tank, and Mqhele lets him have it. Meanwhile, Five Tigers has been kidnapped by the chief's men and doesn't hesitate confessing to the chief that he worked with the Zulu brothers to steal his diamonds. The chief frees Five Tiger and he returns to the Zulu brothers with another plot to steal more diamonds from the Zamazamas in Rustenburg, which is no doubt a trap orchestrated by the chief. Back at the Zulu home, the family is enjoying a classic dinner when mqhele loses it again and slaps Hlomu in front of everyone. Naledi is the most disgusted by mqhele's abusive ways, especially after Gawe confirmed that it wasn't the first time he had laid hands on Hlomu. The episode ends with Hlomu locking mqhele out of the room and mqhele begging for forgiveness from behind the door while the baby cries in the background. Episode 29 picks up at home in the aftermath of mqhele smacking Hlomu in front of everyone. Sambulo, Nzika and Mkoki discuss the incident and are visibly disappointed with mqhele. Mqhele and Hlomu arrive for breakfast, reconciled, and Hlomu pleads with the family to forgive mqhele as she has. Still there is tension between the brothers even as they leave for their latest heist in Rustenburg. Meanwhile, in Rustenburg, the chief prepares Sello and his men for an ambush on the Zulu brothers. Back at Hlomu's restaurant, Detective Baloyi and Langa confront Hlomu about mqhele's abuse, but she continues to defend him. Meanwhile, in Rustenburg, the Zulu brothers have walked straight into an ambush led by Sello. A shootout would ensue between the Zulu brothers and the chief's men, where Five Tiger and mqhele are shot, the latter's life being saved by xoli. Gawe chased down Sello and confronted him. Sello all but admitted that he was the one who caused the accident that almost killed him and Naledi. The episode ends with Sello leaving Gawe with no other option but to kill him as the chief watches on from his office. Episode 30 picks up in the aftermath of Sello's death as his body is returned to the royal house. The news hits TD hard as the kingdom begins to mourn. Meanwhile, back at the Zulu home, the brothers return with the wounded mqhele, forcing Gawe to ask Dr. Naledi for help. Naledi helps save mqhele's life, but she questions Gawe about how mqhele got shot and is not convinced by the answers she's given. Meanwhile, at Hlomu's restaurant, Detective Baloyi returns once again, claiming Hlomu promised him information on the Zulu brothers' crimes, but Hlomu dismisses him immediately. It would seem that mqhele's near-death experience has led to Hlomu having a change in heart. Back at the Zulu home, the family laments their failed diamond heist, but they take solace in the fact that they survived and they are still alive. Just as the family is toasting xoli for saving mqhele's life, Tsidi arrives accusing Gawe of killing Sello, and after seeing the footage for herself, Naledi is outraged and quickly leaves with her sister, telling Gawe that it is over for good. Naledi and Tidi returned to Rustenburg, where Naledi finally conceded to her father's wishes to marry Sefako and succeed him on the throne. The episode ends back at the Zulu home with a big reveal. Xoli is seen talking to someone on the phone about how they're going to rob the Zulu brothers blind. Our suspicions that Xoli is a double agent have finally been confirmed, and if I'm not mistaken, she used the same clan name as the Majola brothers, which means she wants revenge. This was my favorite set of episodes since early on in the season, and I'm pleased with how the story is coming along. One of my subscribers tells me there's actually 60 episodes this season, so we're halfway there. Plenty of story to go. We'll be back next week with another review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is ASR, for the love of African filmmaking and storytelling.